Our consultation summary. The first thing that I would do as a consultant is meet with the president of Boise State University and make sure that I had a firm understanding of the mission and strategy of Boise State University. This would allow me to then meet with the vice president and understand what he believes that to be. This would allow me to evaluate the project scope of the multiple projects he had in his portfolio. I would look at their objectives, deliverables, milestones, and metrics. I could reevaluate their work breakdown structures and then help him reestablish priorities via a re-kickoff meeting with the project teams assigned to each of these projects in the portfolio. I would then take a look at how I was going to move Dan from an fine managing perspective to a management perspective of excellence. Using a Delphi study published in the Information Systems Journal in April 2002, I would help Dan understand that the IT world is very fast moving, and as a leader, it's important that we understand the perceptions of risk that our teams have. This Delphi study took a look at that and realized that frequently there is a disconnect between the project manager and the team. I would share with him the risk factors that the team members identified and make sure that he had these in mind going forward. These 6 risk factors include lack of adequate user involvement, misunderstanding of the requirements, insufficient or inappropriate staffing, lack of required skills, conflict between the user departments, and then just the ever-changing scope and objectives of these fast-moving projects. The next thing that I would do in helping him with his management style would be to make sure that he understood the 5-stage team development model so that he could evaluate each of his teams for their effectiveness using this model. As far as project status goes, I would develop a status report for each of the projects, which would include a dashboard that captured project milestones, accomplishments, risks, who was responsible, and then the metrics that were being followed on each of these projects. This would allow us either weekly or monthly or at whatever interval week was appropriate to monitor the projects at hand. That would include data collection of the project scope, project schedule, cost, quality, human resources, and then project risks. These would all be important items that we would want to follow and include in our dashboard. Then I would go back to the president and meet with the president of Boise State and give him some solutions for prioritization and acceptance. This would include a thorough evaluation of the projects, a relaunch of those that were deemed mission critical, with an appropriate project plan, including items like the work breakdown structure and associated project work that would go with that. I would also provide a risk analysis of the remaining projects for a couple of reasons. It would be really important to communicate not only to the stakeholders, but to the team members what was going to happen on the projects that might be killed. And it would be important from the team members so that they would know, why, and then how they were being reassigned to the projects that were deemed mission critical. And then for the stakeholders, it could be that we were working on a special project for someone and we would want to communicate the why behind that as well, all with the focus being about mission critical work. How does this case study apply to us in our personal life? This work is not something that happens only in a governmental agency. It's likely happening in for-profit, not-for-profit, really in any segment of the workforce. And really what it is about knowing whether you're leading or managing. And when you're managing a project, it's important that you do have project management skills. And if you don't, how you will attain those yourself or hire, qualified project managers to lead this important work. As a project manager, having those skills definitely would enhance your life skills. And as Dilbert says here, since I became a project manager, no one has returned my calls or responding to my emails. Luckily, I'm an IIT graduate, mentally superior to most people on earth, so I finished the project myself. Are you tired? I'm trained to only sleep during national holidays. We certainly don't want to fall into this gap, so hire the people who can help you or learn the skills yourself. sharing our reference from the article, and then thanking the team members. Thank you.